welcome back to the channel. Today we have 8 Waffle by Sarah Harian. I can't say her name, I do apologise. But this was the first book I got from Fairy Loot in 2019 in December. So you don't believe me, guys? 2019 December. This was my first ever book I got from Fairy Loot with Wicked As You Wish as well. But I read that book already and I didn't actually put this one in there. So this is this book. So from their one, you could got this in a blue cover, but this was the Fairy Loot edition, and I actually feel I enjoy it. So in this book, I believe there it is. It is signed by the author. Just make the book light, and here is the inside. Look at that dust jacket, guys. The dust jacket is amazing. The cover has this like falling person on the engraved onto it. It's a black cover, and then we have like this white spray edges. This spine. So let me just put it right. So this is a 17-year-old Larkin is an empath born with the ability to sense the emotions of others and symphonize them to either conjure them or destroy. But magic is illegal in Damar. So most of her life, Larkin's powers must have been repressed by Queen Marley's harsh ethics and the stifling presence of illuminated metal. Yet when Damar falls prey to an ancient evil lurking below the surface, Queen Melee and calls on Larkins and 7 other outlaws to save the kingdom, descending into an underground realm full of unspeakable horrors. Larkin and her party must use their forbidden magic and to survive which lies in which... Excuse me, I've got hiccups. What lies in wait with teeth sharp and talons deadly. As Larkin battles for her life, she finds a light in Amia's a nauseous fellow with a shadowed past and begins to come into her own magic. But as the dangers multiply and their bands picked off by one, Larkin and Amias realise their fate are intertwined in a way they could never imagined. The 8 of them were chosen for a reason. So these people will literally have powers, and this book really did get me. I enjoyed it. At the back, you guys. So 8 people fall, and through the darkness they go. So, reading this book, I cannot believe I finally have got to this book. It was amazing. So, in 8 Will Fall, magic is outlawed, and 8 criminals led by 17-year-old Larkin have been sent down into the underground realm to kill the ancient evil plaguing them. As they descend, they use magic to defend themselves against the unspeakable horrors and they encounter. Larkin will find a friend in Amias, a fellow criminal with a dark and noxious past. Soon they realise that the fate and everyone else are entwined in ways they could never have imagined. In order to survive, they must first come to terms with the fact that they weren't meant to return. So they were meant to be killed. The story did catch me by surprise several times. It moves very quickly, but I thought it was very easy to follow despite having 8 characters to focus on. The story is told through Larkin's perspective, a young woman delusional by life and the kingdom she lives in. Her magical ability is due to the fact that she has an empath, which allows her to symphonize the emotions of others into all sorts of magic. Though she keeps a tight rein on her own emotions, the injustice that she and her family suffers due to those who will make them hard to keep checking. So in those intense emotions that wind up labelling her as a criminal. There's a darkness in Larkin that manifests throughout the story, and I admit I like that aspect of it and quite a bit. I do wish we got to know the other characters a bit better, mainly because some of their backstories really jumped off the page, begging to be told off. Elfia's story is one I wish I had more thoroughly explored. Things with the other characters seem to be moved very quickly, making me wish it was a long story. And Miss and Larkin's relationship is sweet, moving along at the same pace as the story. Depending on what kind of reader you are, guys, you might be able to see the gore displayed in this book to perfection. Unfortunately for me, I am that type of reader. I couldn't unsee some of the descriptions I read. Again, definitely not in bedtime read. The descriptions of the read are vivid, and I was just as desperate as Larkin and her crew to find the escape. After all, I think this book was amazing. It was fun and fast to read with some very scary elements that would definitely send chills down your spine. Again, I would read this with caution because some of the gore, but otherwise I'll encourage you. So I'm so happy to put this on my TBR for May. It was so good, and I'm so happy that I finally got to it. But there was definitely some shivery spines in it. But if you guys have read this, let me know what you thought. Again, it took me like, what, 2 years to finally get to reading this book? Something like that, or maybe a year and so. I can't count. But this book was so intense, guys, and I cannot believe I have finally read it. And it was so intense. Just so intense, guys. That's all I can say about it. Next up, we do have Ruby Volume 1 to 4, about the 4 girls. So I hope you guys enjoy, and they will be in one video, by the way. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.